Hey Doug, this is Sisco from Amplified Digital Marketing. I spoke with Cindy this morning, and I had promised I would send out this video, free video, just going over your website, doing a website audit. So I'm going to jump right to it. So Doug, looking at your website, good looking website. Some of the things that I look for, to be specific, I look at content. Do you have 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on your webpage, including keywords? The reason why I look for keywords is because a keyword is anything someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. And those keywords, you want them to be placed throughout your website, okay, within the content. And the reason why is because you want to tell Google exactly what terms you want to be found for. So if you want to be found for to be service plumbing, for example, because I see you have plumbing service as well, plumber in Sarasota, you want to find those keywords within your website, and that's how Google is able to rank you. And another question I have: are these specific pictures, are they optimized with keywords? Do they have meta tags? Do they have meta descriptions? And that's something that we look for, and that's how we typically set up a good SEO site. That way you can be ranked higher on Google. So I'm going to jump into the next section here. So this is a tool called Ahrefs, and this allows me and understand helps me understand how well your site's performing. So I'm going to jump to this section here. If I look right at that section, I look at these numbers because this number here, this tells me the strength and the authority of your site, and this number here gives me how trustworthy your site is. And the golden ratio is what we strive for, anywhere between 28 to 30, but on each of them, because that's considered a very strong site. Now, these are your backlinks. You have about a little bit over 1,000 with 68 referring domains. And a backlink is anywhere you find one website linking to another via clickable or hyper links text. Now, these backlinks, they act like an endorsement for your website. And you build trust with Google, and Google is able to vouch for you, which is why a lot of companies that have really good backlinks with really good scores are able to be ranked on the first page of Google. However, not all links are created equal. So it's worth noting that you want to get relevant backlinks in your industry. If you were to get, for example, a backlink from a pizzeria in the food industry, guess what? You're not in the food industry, so it can hinder your scores. The last thing I want to go over here is your organic keywords. Now, this is very important because it helps you understand what you're being indexed for, what keywords you're being indexed for, okay? And what I look for is for buyer intent keywords. For example, this right here, Sarasota plumbing. The reason why is because folks who search for this are more likely to call you and are more likely to have issues that they want to take care of now, right? So that's what they call buyer intent keywords. Now, if we were just to take a look at this one here, right, Sarasota plumbing, this number right here, this is the volume. Let me scroll up here. This is the volume, meaning the amount of time that people search for this on Google. This is your position, okay? So what this means is your position is 38, so you're probably looking at yourself at the third, fourth page of Google, so you're not on the first. Typically, people don't go past the first page to look for a plumber or any type of service. Okay, and then, but you are ranking for some of these keywords. You're just not being ranked high enough in the first pages of Google. Okay, so that's what I would recommend is, hey, work on that. Right now, let's look at your competitors here. So if I were to look at Bill the Plumber, once again, I do the same thing. Do they have keywords? Are their photos optimized? Do they have 1,200 or 1,500 to 2,000 words of content? So I look at those things. These guys are doing okay, but let's see how well they're being indexed. 23 with 2.9, okay, they're doing all right. They got 670 backlinks with 106 referring domains, a little bit more than what you have, but they are ranking for over 1,000 keywords. Now, what I look for to see if they're being effective is those keywords. Okay, so let's look for plumber Sarasota. Here we go. So 250 people search for this every single month, and they're ranked number 3. You're probably asking, well, why? It's because they're doing SEO on this specific keyword. Now, let's take this same keyword and let's plug it into Google. Okay, plumber Sarasota. This is what pops up. So these are Google guarantees, meaning people are paying to be on the Google ads. Okay, so anytime anybody clicks on here, they get charged. Now, this is my favorite. This is the Google My Business page. The reason why it's my favorite, it's because 30 to 40% of calls come from Google My Business page. And the name of your company is called what? Terry's Plumbing, Air, and Energy. It's not on here, so you're missing out on those customers. And then this is the organic listings. Okay, so this is Angie's List citation site. A lot of businesses are on here, and then Bill the Plumber, right? So they got the number 2 spot, and this is organic. This is based on what they're doing for SEO. So yeah, so there's just a couple things that I would definitely recommend, Doug. If you have more questions about how you can implement these specific strategies, please let me know. I'm more than happy to help guide you. I do ask for some feedback on this video. Let me know your thoughts, anything you learned. That would be great. And then also, if you have any questions, like I mentioned, just let me know. Email me back on this thread. It's no harm, no foul. If you don't take these strategies, this is more for you to use as a gift from me to you. Anyhow, Doug, thank you so much for your time, and hope to hear from you soon. Have a good one.